we talked about this a little bit on the Jackson Holliday show, but let's talk about it just kind of while I watch this. Where do we both kind of agree that Jackson Holliday expectations are he starts in the back end of the lineup, I assume, batting ninth again before they evidently move him up. So what are your expectations? Let's just start from back there.
I think for Jackson, it's, I think he's going to be better this time around because he had the experience of struggling the first time when he hadn't really struggled before. And so when you're talking about a player that goes through that, goes down, has to find himself again, to me, it's like this situation where he's better for it, where sometimes like failure is the path to success, essentially, or however that quote goes. But we know he's talented. We know he has the stuff. And I think the fact that he found himself again, I think is really, really important, just because you can put him in that ninth spot. And with Cowser having this whole situation of just being a leadoff guy, I think that if you can get more guys on base for him, because part of the issues with the Orioles offense, when they have been struggling, they don't get enough production out of the bottom of the lineup. So if you can get Holliday into a groove, again, I don't expect him to be a 400 hitter. I don't expect him to get 2 hits every game, but I do expect him to be better than his .059 average. And that to me is kind of what we're going in terms of my expectations and kind of the start to hopefully like a look. If he gets sent down again, we talked about it. If he gets sent down again, there are other issues. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, I think there will be a redemption arc that will be.
I think that we are going to look back at the start of this season, Jackson Holliday failing is one of the greatest things to ever happen to the Baltimore Orioles. And I think we figure it out almost as soon as this year. I think he is going to. I tweeted out a few weeks ago and people called me crazy, Kevin. They said, Jackson Holliday's not coming up this year. He's done. We're saving him for next year. I said, I think Jackson Holliday not only is up this year, but he's going to produce. So that my thoughts haven't changed. I think he's got his confidence back. He went through the ringer. Now it's time to get back up, dust yourself off, and let's go play some damn baseball. Let's go win the damn AL East. And I was going to say let's win the World Series, but one thing at a time.
Well, yeah, one thing at a time. And again, we talked about it. This is the infield that was promised, right? This is the Mountie, Jackson, Gunnar, Westberg infield. Did I say outfield?
No, you said infield.
Okay, infield. But with the infield, like this is your infield of the future, obviously minus Mountie, which again, we're not really sure what his long-term future is with the team. But this is the infield everybody wanted to see with Mateo going on the 60-day IL. That, again, effectively ends his season. So you have to, kind of you work through the struggles with young guys, because we've seen with these guys, even some of the top guys, which Jackson is, with the Orioles, they will struggle when they're up the first time. They'll go back down, they'll come back up, and they'll produce. So hopefully he is on that arc. So the re-debut of Jackson Holliday, I think, is going to be really, really exciting, because I think it is. And Steven, yep, we got the reports about an hour or so ago. Yep. Jackson Holliday is coming up to the big league club again. So there we go.